Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
It's not raining. You may hear that sound and think it's raining.
No, it's fountain behind us.
Oh.
Which actually is like splattering water on us. Sprinkling.
Yeah. So it's almost like it's raining. But the world is turning green again, slowly.
Yeah.
In the background, you can barely see there's a few beautiful cherry trees that are blossoming. But we're here to read the Srimad Bhagavatam.
I think it's starting to rain. I don't think that's the fountain.
Oh.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it'll only last for a minute.
Alright, let's see how it goes.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Canto 3, Chapter 24, Text 13. Sons ought to render service to their father exactly to this extent. One should obey the command of his father or spiritual master with due deference, saying, "Yes, sir."
There you go, all you fathers out there with sons and all you sons out there with fathers.
Or devotees with spiritual masters.
Yeah.
Purport. 2 words in this verse are very important. One word is pitari and another word is guru. The son or disciple should accept the words of his spiritual master and father without hesitation. Whatever the father and the spiritual master order should be taken without argument. Yes, there should be no instance in which the disciple or the son says, "This is not correct. I cannot carry it out." When he says that, he is fallen. The father and the spiritual master are on the same platform because the spiritual master is the second father. The higher classes are called Dvija, twice born. Whenever there is a question of birth, there must be a father. The first birth is made possible by the actual father, and the second birth is made possible by the spiritual master. Sometimes the father and the spiritual master may be the same man.
Oh, that's interesting.
And sometimes they are different men. In any case, the order of the father or the order of the spiritual master must be carried out without hesitation, with an immediate yes. There should be no argument. That is real service to the father and to the spiritual master. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has stated that the orders of the spiritual master is the life and soul of the disciples. As a man cannot separate his life from his body, a disciple cannot separate the order of the spiritual master from his life. If a disciple follows the instruction of the spiritual master in that way, he is sure to become perfect. This is confirmed in the Upanishads. The import of Vedic instruction is revealed automatically only to one who has implicit faith in the Supreme Personality of Godhead and in his spiritual master. One may be materially considered an illiterate man, but if he has faith in the spiritual master as well as in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then the meaning of scriptural in revelation is immediately manifested before him.
Now the sun's coming out. I told you the
there
rainbow
might be
there's a rainbow somewhere.
Yeah, rainbow.
Okay, any thoughts over the rainbow?
I was just thinking that like, unfortunately it's sad that in this day and age, maybe also previous, but we see from this age they're talking about maybe this didn't happen so much, maybe, but now it's sad that you get a lot of abuse, or you get a lot of it's not that the fathers are in good standing that you can be so, yes sir, you know, it's maybe not to your benefit or like that, and that's sad.
Yeah, the father should be a qualified person in the sense that it's not just, he says go jump off the roof, or, you know, set yourself on fire, or, you know, walk into playing moving traffic, which I think my parents used to say to me when I was young.
Really?
No.
Oh.
Hey Jai, why don't you go play in moving traffic?
The only thing my parents said was, stop eating now. Especially when we went to people's houses, they'd stop me from eating. I find it really embarrassing.
Well, you can't eat. Okay, so the principle here, and who's saying this to whom?
So Brahma's saying it to Kardama Muni.
Yeah, because he's pleased.
Yeah.
Kardama Muni listened to him and is getting, benedicted and benefited. My goodness, the sun's coming out now.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go on to the next verse.
Yeah.
Lord Brahma then praised Kardama Muni's 9 daughters, saying, "All your thin-waisted daughters are certainly very chaste. I am sure they will increase this creation by their own descendants in various ways." Excuse me. In the beginning of creation, Brahma was concerned more or less with increasing the population. And when he saw that Kardama Muni had already begotten 9 nice daughters, he was hopeful that through the daughters many children would come, who would take charge of the creative principle of the material world. He was therefore happy to see them. The word Sumadhyama means a good daughter of a beautiful woman. Sumadhyama. If she has a thin waist, a woman is considered very beautiful. All the daughters of Kardama Muni were of the same beautiful feature. Well, there you go. Oftentimes it's described that, like in Vedic terms, often it's large hips and...
Yeah, but the waist is thin.
Yeah, hourglass.
Yeah.
Anyway, the one point that stands out here is that, of course, Lord Brahma, in the beginning, he was like, okay, I got to fill up the universe. I need some people to populate it, and so that's why he was really, pushing on the progenitors, the Prajapatis. So, he wanted them to populate the world. But once you get it going, then it just takes care of itself. But in the beginning, you have to kind of, okay, let's do this, and then you got to create and generate some. I guess it's kind of like anything. You can really learn life lessons from any aspect of the Bhagavatam. So it's like that, when you try to start something, it takes some time and a lot of energy, but once it gets rolling and gets moving, then it kind of gets, as they say, it has a life of its own, or it moves of its own momentum,
Okay, text 15. Therefore, today, please give away your daughters to the foremost of the sages with due regard for the girls' temperaments and likings, and thereby spread your fame all over the universe. Purport. The 9 principal rishis or sages are Marichi, Atri, Angira, Pulasya, Pulaha, Kratu, Brigu, Vashishta, and Atharva. All these rishis are most important, and Brahma desired that the 9 daughters already born of Kardama Muni be handed over to them. I was gonna sneeze. Here 2 words are used very significantly: Yata Shilam and Yata Ruchi. The daughters should be handed over to the respective rishis not blindly, but according to the combination of character and taste. That is the art of combining a man and a woman. Man and woman should not be united simply on the consideration of sex life. There are many other considerations, especially character and taste. If the taste and character differ between the man and woman, their combination will be unhappy. Even about 40 years ago, in Indian marriages, the state and character of the boy and girl were first of all matched, and then they were allowed to marry. This was done under the direction of the respective parents. The parents used to astrologically determine the character and tastes of the boy and girl. And when they corresponded, a match was selected. This girl and this boy are just suitable, and they should be married. Other considerations were less important. The same system was also advised in the beginning of the creation by Brahma. Your daughter should be handed over to the rishis according to taste and character.
Yeah, important point. I mean, it should be a match. It's not just any old anyone. And there's a science behind it, the science of astrology and matching like that. Of course, that science still exists, but there aren't necessarily so many expert scientists who know how to conduct it.
Yeah.
According to astrological calculation, a person is classified according to whether he belongs to the godly or demoniac quality. In that way, the spouse was selected. A girl of godly quality should be handed over to a boy of godly quality. A girl of demoniac quality should be handed over to a boy of demoniac quality. Then they will be happy. But if the girl is demoniac and the boy is godly, then the combination is incompatible. They cannot be happy in such a marriage. At the present moment, because boys and girls are not married according to quality and character, most marriages are unhappy. And then there is divorce.
It is foretold in the 12th canto of the Bhagavatam that in this age of Kali, married life will be accepted on the consideration of sex only. Why do people always walk by when I'm saying things that I shouldn't be saying?
I don't think they mind. They got 2 kids, so they obviously know what the deal is.
I know, but you don't want to look like perverts sitting in the park and talking about it.
There's 2 perverts sitting on a fountain talking about sex life. No, I don't think it's quite like that.
It is foretold in the 12th canto of the Bhagavatam that in this age of Kali, married life will be accepted on the consideration of sex only. When the boy and girl are pleased in sex, they get married, and when there's deficiency in sex, they separate. That is not actual marriage, but a combination of men and women like cats and dogs. Therefore, the children produced in the modern age are not exactly human beings. Human beings must be twice born. A child is first born of a good father and mother, and then he is born again of the spiritual master and the Vedas. The first mother and father bring about his birth into the world. Then the spiritual master and the Vedas become his second father and mother. According to the Vedic system of marriage for producing children, every man and woman was enlightened in spiritual knowledge. And at the time of their combination to produce a child, everything was scrutinizingly and scientifically done. That's quite a harsh statement. Therefore, the children produced in the modern age are not exactly human beings. Jeepers.
Yeah, well. Dupadapasha, 2-legged animals.
Oh dear.
Means you walk upright on 2 legs, but you just focus on the same things that an animal focuses on, which is eating, sleeping, mating, and defending.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and the defending is actually quite subtle, just to take it on another quadrant.
The what is?
Because, no, let me explain.
I hope so.
Sometimes as devotees we like to we don't focus on the eating, because we offer our food to Krishna, mating, no, we follow certain principles. What's the other one? Defending and
eating, sleeping, mating.
And then sleeping. No, we control our sleep, we wake up early, we do this. But I'm sorry, but the defending part is the most subtle layer, and it actually permeates our very existence, and it actually tells what sort of Vaishnava are you. I just gotta say that.
Is that from practical experience and
observation?
Is that of others or yourself?
Well, observation of others, yeah.
Of others, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we have the other thing down. You think, I got my sleeping down. I don't sleep till noon. Yeah, the food, I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat meat, fish, eggs, and I'll throw things sometimes. And it's like, what's the other thing?
Sleeping.
Mating. Yeah, sleeping, I got it down, and mating, I don't do that. So then it's like, But you'd think those were the gross ones are the most hot. No, it's the subtle. Defending is the hard part of it, I'm telling you. And that is a layer that is like thin.
Yeah, it's the most subtle, but false ego is big business in the material world.
Yes.
Big business.
Yes.
It's all about the false ego. So I was going to say something about this.
What is it?
Yeah, the benefits of, or the importance of matchmaking in a sense. Of course, you know, in Kali Yuga, it's hard to say who is actually a perfect match.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing a story once of one devotee who's into astrology, and he made the comment, you know, oh, I've got the perfect match. And he said it to a senior devotee. He said, okay, great, that's nice, wonderful. And then within, like, I think 6 months or 8 months, they were divorced.
Oh dear.
And he's like, oh, I thought she was the perfect match. And he said, oh yeah, me too. So
yeah, that's sad.
It is sad, but sad but true.
Okay.
I think we should stop there.
Okay.
And thank you very much for tuning in to the Srimad Bhagavatam readings.
Yeah.
Don't forget to check out the Bhakti portal.
Yes.
Plug.
I'll put a link in the description of an exciting new initiative.
Yeah.
Called Bhakti Portal. Check it out.
Brilliant. Okay, thanks everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.